hold on tight, romantics, because Love is Blind France just dropped episode 2. And let me tell you, the emotional roller coaster has officially kicked things into high gear. If you thought things were spicy in episode 1, get ready. Proposals, awkward mix-ups, raw heartbreak, and some pure, tear-jerking moments are about to take center stage. So, what went down in those iconic pods? And who's already hearing wedding bells? Let's break down every steamy twist, loving confession, and jaw-dropping surprise, and then unpack exactly where every couple stands at this wild point in the experiment. So, episode 2 explodes right where things got heated, with everyone trying to figure out if their emotional connections in the pods can translate into real-life love stories. The episode's energy takes off with Chloe and her match, who's giddy at the very idea of meeting her face-to-face. Their nerves are off the charts, but the moment those doors open and they see each other for the first time, it's absolute fireworks. Sparks fly the moment their eyes meet. They're both completely thrilled, almost in disbelief that the voice they've gotten to know is now matched with a face. Within seconds, he's down on one knee and pops the question. Claw instantly says yes, and it feels straight out of a romance movie. There's a sense of relief and excitement as they realize that not only do they vibe emotionally, but they're also attracted to each other physically. They keep saying how surreal and natural it all feels, like they've known each other for years. That's pod magic in action, people. But this wouldn't be love is blind without its messier, more complicated side. And oh boy, did it get tangled quick. Back in the women's quarters, drama erupts as Tatiana confides in her friend about Thomas and a brewing love triangle. See, Thomas has been charming more than one woman, and when he tells Tatiana one thing, then suggests to Kim that someone else should fight for his affection, it lands badly. Suddenly, there's a full-on misunderstanding. Kim goes to confront Thomas, but accidentally mistakes Clement for him and spills the situation, which leaves poor Clement totally confused and honestly, a bit hurt. It's an awkward, hilarious, but also super embarrassing encounter. Kim had marched in convinced she was talking to Thomas, only to backpedal hard when his true identity comes out. The whole mix-up makes everyone pause and reflect on how easy it is to confuse voices and intentions behind a wall. Kim finally gets the right Thomas for a confrontation, and we get a masterclass in emotional clarity. She wants directness and honesty, and Thomas reassures her. He may have tried connecting with both Kim and Tatiana, but he's ready now to go all in with Kim. In a deeply emotional exchange, both admit the powerful, almost magnetic pull they've felt for each other since day one. It's the kind of conversation where tears and laughter feel equally at home, and by the end, you know these two are all about real feelings, not just some television drama. Thomas really steps up, giving Kim the validation she needs, and their connection actually seems stronger after surviving this hiccup. And then, there are the other singles, all caught in this complex game of choice, authenticity, and timing. We see some really raw, vulnerable moments as the pods strip away physical attraction and leave only the words and emotions behind. Several cast members grapple with hard topics: single parenthood, family issues, childhood trauma. For instance, one of the women opens up about how her friends became her chosen family after a tough upbringing. And another guy shares how he lost his parents young and the deep sense of abandonment that has haunted him into adulthood. These stories unfold naturally in the pods and show that for many, this experience is about healing as much as love. Meanwhile, others get straight to practical questions: faith, social issues, left, right values, even preferred methods of contraception, and whether joint bank accounts are a deal breaker. Nothing is off limits, and for some, the answers are instant deal makers or heartbreakers. For instance, the moment a woman insists that not believing in God is a total deal breaker, you can feel the whole atmosphere turn. Honesty becomes the name of the game. And it's rough when someone realizes, sometimes mid-conversation, that a connection just can't work. But there's also a lighter, sexy vibe running throughout the episode. Like when one couple role plays a fantasy weekend getaway, complete with seductive black dresses and flirty banter. It's playful and reveals who's envisioning not just soulmates, but a bit of sizzle too. The fun and freedom of the pods means everyone's free to go deep, get flirty, and be utterly themselves. Now, let's talk about love triangles and ultimatums, because episode 2 has a few, and they're delicious. On one side, Charles finds himself caught between Sarah and Julie, both sparking something different in him. Julie's upfront, brimming with confidence and vulnerability, while Sarah, feeling insecure about being a middle choice, gives Charles an ultimatum: pick me or I'm out. Charles, flustered and indecisive, tries to balance honesty and sensitivity, but the pressure is on. He asks for another date to decide, but it's clear someone's bound to get hurt. This is classic Love is Blind. Total emotional exposure mixed with the risk of rejection. On the flip side, Mady and Cynthia clash over boundaries and freedom in relationships. Their fundamental differences, especially around late night calls, independence, and emotional needs, bring them to a respectful but definite breakup. Cynthia admits being possessive triggers Mady, whose commitment to freedom is non-negotiable. It's a mature but bittersweet ending, with both acknowledging the need to move on to someone who aligns with their values. Cynthia's quick to redirect her energy, choosing to invest more in Jonathan, who has quietly emerged as a loyal, patient, and understanding contender, even gifting a cherished family bracelet and delivering a poetic proposal that moves Cynthia to happy tears. She says yes, and their engagement feels hard, earned, and truly touching after all the emotional labor. Elsewhere, it's all about being real. There's doubts around height, insecurities about appearances, and fears about whether the real life reveal will measure up. The anticipation builds as the pairs prepare to meet outside the pods. Some are just jittery, hoping their love won't falter in person. Others can't wait to release weeks of bottled up affection. Either way, the emotional stakes are higher than ever. As episode 2 wraps, 2 major proposals light up the screen. The fireworks between Kim and Thomas, 2 souls who have found healing and hope against all odds. And Cynthia and Jonathan, whose steady growth and mature connection have survived past heartbreak and tough conversations. Meanwhile, some love triangles dangle unresolved, and hearts are left raw from hard goodbyes. To sum it all up, Love is Blind France episode 2 throws its couples through emotional gauntlets, miscommunication, vulnerabilities, cultural and personal differences, wild ultimatums, and the dizzying joy of pure connection. Some couples are engaged, some are walking wounded, and a few are still torn between options. You can really feel that for these participants. This isn't just another reality show. It's a once-in-a-lifetime chance to be truly seen and loved for who they are. And with those real life meetings just on the horizon, you know the drama and romance are only going to escalate. Now, I want to know what you think. Which couple are you rooting for? Did anyone surprise you? Drop your thoughts, predictions, and favorite moments in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you never miss a juicy Love is Blind France breakdown. See you in the next episode recap.